Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. And that's a great play for the out.
That was a good.
That one down the line, and it stays fair. The throw in, and he's out.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong as a really nice throw came into third. Out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Goes down looking. We'll move to the third with no score. Left-hand batter waits. Grounder off the pitcher. And he beats it. He's safe. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. Yeah. Ground ball left side, could be two. The flip, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Go to second, he's safe.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there.
Right side, slides, but he can't come up with it. And now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Everything came together for him. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. Got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Fly ball to right. Polito holds it in on the run. Halfway through this one, still no score. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score.
Swing and a miss struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Well, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swung on, belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Dan Rosas, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe! In comes the run from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend critical outs.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Translating to the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. A 2-run blast. And we're starting over. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
You know, variant speed, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Smith drifts towards it, makes the catch, and that is that. With the go-ahead run at first, here in game one of the ALDS. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. 1 away here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But
swing and a ground ball. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Hard time catching up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Hit in the air, left field. McDermott corrals it, and that is that.
So many positives that led to that knock.
Digging in, Vince Henderson. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town. Population U, bro. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. It's a guy like this.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. It's a big-time benefit. One strike away from securing game one. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone. But that's not what that pitch was.
That one ripped. Hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there.
Line up with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for you.
Hot shot to third. Whips it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back. Just off the edge of the plate.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
So far, it's the quality of the strikes.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kovaleski sizes this one up, squeezes it, And that is that. And the 0-2. On the ground to short, Uribe. Tosses across the first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Zuniga makes the grab. Grounds one to short. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And now the right fielder, Esteban Zuniga. There's a swing and a drive. Gone. His second home run of the series, and they're on the board. It's 5-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it.
On the ground, right side. Finds its way through, base hit. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's a pitch that slid very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Makes the sliding grab.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Barely out.
Up the middle, base hit, and a run comes in.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Zuniga makes the sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Last chance in this one. Luke Keeschel will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. Polito on the move towards foul ground. And that'll do it.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. And they get the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Now it's the DH, Vince Henderson. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. His second home run of the series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Gone! A solo shot. It's 1-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Got all of that one. He'll circle the bases, and they jump out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there, too.
This to third. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. They limit the damage here, so they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors, and no one left. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Everything in that at-bat was away until the final pitch.
The 0-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. De La Cruz makes the play, and that is that. Leonard hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair.
That one hammered center field, way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And that's a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count.
Out to short, Uribe. Zips it across. That ends the inning.
They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That ball's carrying. And it's gone. And they add on. It's 4-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And that one ripped to left. Gone! He doinks it off the foul pole. He made him pay for that one. It's 5-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off.
And that one hammered. Tattooed and gone. A towering shot to center. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 6-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues. Fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Way back there. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-3. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. He handled a pretty good changeup down in the zone right there. To me, that says he was looking down, and that's why he was able to stay on it so well, not get out in front, and hit that ball a long way.
Person preparing to come on if needed. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-4. Julian McMullen. Line drive. Going gone. They go back to back. It's 7-5. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
Here in the late stages of Game 3. Got it. 2 down.
Well, just excellent location on that outs that they have left.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they go quietly there. No outs here. Out to short. That's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now that's
trying to move the runners over. Throws to second for 1. Over to first, safe.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Making a move to first. Pinch running here. Brayton Montgomery.
Pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Morris quickly to second for 1. And that is it. They are headed for the ALCS.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.